Big old slap on the ground. That's a triple. Come on, and it stuck the landing, baby. Come on. Okay, we're back with the Kagama for round 2. I haven't really changed anything. I was just out here yesterday and I felt like I was cheated out of my 6S run because it was hot and I had a battery that hadn't been used in a long time. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to come back here again. I'm going to try it. So I'm running the same battery. Everything's the same, although I did forget to mention in the last video that I have turned out the punch. I think I'm at level, I can't remember now. I've turned it up. I'll have to have a look to see what it's up to because I can't remember what I've put it up to. I'll put it up on screen. But I ran it in the last video with the punch turned up, and I'm also, of course, running it here. I just want to run 6S to really send this thing properly. So I'm just getting a feel for it here. The first couple of jumps, just trying to remind myself how stupidly powerful this car is. Came right across there. I think that's a good time to jump onto the other jump. All right, here we go. So same Genzace 5500 milliamp. I think it's a 45C. I've had this battery for a few years. Pit. Oh, always. When are they going to fix that pit, man? I mean, sure, I have a knack to aim for it. Like. Oh, that was lucky. That could have gone about 100 different ways wrong, and it ended up being okay. We do have a lot of headwind, but the Kagama has quite a fair amount of inertia. It fights through the wind quite well. Wow. So sweet. The other thing I wanted to do today is because it's a lot cooler than it was yesterday. Yesterday was like almost 30 degrees. Today's probably like low to mid 20s. It is just as windy, if not even more windy than yesterday. But I really wanted to to run this thing properly on 6S, and I wanted to see if this thing was really having a heat stroke. Was really having a heat stroke yesterday, or was it the battery that was just, you know, it's been sitting in storage for so long. Let's see how it performs. Oh, my. All right, one more, we'll go on to Superman before we start running out of battery. It just flies so good. Man, this thing's a beast. Alrighty, let's go. So this is the only jump in the series of jumps that I do here that faces the opposite way. So right now we've got tailwind and it just stay upright, baby. There you go. It's gonna clear some some distance. Here we go. Holy. Come on, you can do it. You're so close, come on. All right, steady. There you go. Again, I do not recommend this. I'm doing this because I am lazy and I've been running up and down these hills all morning and my legs are starting to feel it. So, oh, missed the jump there. All right, come on, baby. Big old slap on the ground. I gotta say, this is probably one of the best, if not the best car that Tim Carelli has released so far. Because you got to remember, this is a ready to run. It's not an XTR or anything like that. And it's an absolute tank. If I had more of a run up, like I could definitely clear the triples, but it's kind of hard. Like you got to start slow. Whoa. Yes. You can't just punch the throttle, so you got to start a little slow, and then you got to line it up. So there's a little bit of concentration. Oh, come on. Why? I'm going to go get it this time. Definitely feel like I'm getting my money's worth out of today's run of this 6S battery. This thing's nuts. I mean, I wish I had more of a run up because I know it would go further, but it's just so hard. I don't know too many cars that have, you know, started landing on the embankment. That's a triple. Come on, and it stuck the landing, baby. Come on. That's got to be worth a like. Come on. Even a sub, surely. You know, if you're watching this, come on, man. That's got to be worth something. Oh, just came to an abrupt halt. Hey, hey, there you go. Behave yourself. Wow, what can we say, eh? I mean, sure, it's got tailwind. Holy, oh, ran out of power, and that was an upside down landing, and I do not have throttle. It must have either hit LVC or suffered another heat stroke, but I can tell you now, something is damaged. That was a massive launch, big air, upside down landing, and no throttle. Could not have come at a worse time. What have we damaged? What have we bent? Oh God, I can see all sorts of things happening here. So let's have a look. I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn the car off. And we can see the body has come up above the spoiler. That's not too bad. Spoiler damaged. Yep. So I've broken the little wing mount there on the side of the spoiler. Sorry, let me zoom out here and focus. So I've broken that. That was a nasty landing, man. And I've definitely done some, oh, whoopsies. I do believe I have spares at home. So this is something that I know a few people have brought up, that the battery straps just aren't strong enough, which is a bummer. And there it is, just as I thought was the case. The shock mounts have come broken off, or at least one of them. Shock towers have actually lived. They're not broken, they're not bent. Battery straps, I've got spares, I can fix that. I think I may even have enough to put a third one in the middle. I think that's something that Tim Carelli need to work on, because they tend to snap with upside down landings, which is a bit of a shame. And you know, that's not good. You want the battery to stay in there so you don't have damage to your packs and so on. So unplug that, make sure everything's off. So yeah, standoffs, big hard landing there. I can't really blame the car for that one, but it's unfortunate that I had no power midway through that, and I was just helplessly watching it land upside down. Surprisingly, the body, no brakes, although it does have massive dents where the shock standoff broke off. So it's got a massive ding right there, which is understandable, because once that snapped off, the shock would have just pierced the body. But the foam support definitely did its job. It looks like I got one of my springs has come off there. Ow, motor's really hot too, by the way. Might have to get a fan on that. I just accidentally touched the motor. So I think it may be thermaling actually. So this is with stock gearing. I haven't touched the gearing. so it looks like it might need a fan, and it's not hot. Like, it's sunny, but it's not hot. So yeah, bit of a shame, but I do feel like I got my money's worth this time around, and I'm very happy with how this car's performing. I'm gonna get it fixed up. It'll be up and running again soon. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff, and I'll speak to you all next time.